Look at that. You can kind of see it. Hell yeah. Now I gotta do something with this cord. This is my garage, and we need to talk about it. I say we, but really, I need to figure out what to do here. If you did check out my last video, I talked about how I need to get this garage organized and figured out and just in better shape so I can start working on my BMW here. And it is important to make sure that you do have it organized enough to find the tools that you need to make your life a little bit easier. Also, I feel like it just helps to have a neat and clean space that is not full of clutter that's just disorganized. I think that's like a general thing. So I'm gonna show you around. I think we'll start over here in this corner, which is a total disaster. Right here, we have two toolboxes that are just pure chaos. I inherited this one right here from my grandfather after he passed away. Honestly, I really haven't gone through it. I've used stuff from it, yes, but I haven't really taken much out and put it anywhere else. This one here is actually one I started the channel with. I bought this from Harbor Freight and started throwing what tools I had in it until I upgraded to a toolbox that I have over there, which is just more disorganized chaos. Over here, a bunch of gloves. Yep. Over here, all the chargers and things for like my drills and yard work machines. Yard work machines? Anyway, all the battery powered stuff gets charged here with that power strip. I have a vise here that's not even connected to the table. I have my air compressor here that has a slow leak. So anytime I run it, it's always running. That's great. And then I have all these empty shelves up here. I do have some things stored up here, but I mean, really, honestly, not a lot. And here's the BMW. I did get the top down. There will be more videos on this to figure out. This car is going to stress me out, but we're going to go through that together. Over here's where I was keeping a bunch of car parts. It's kind of empty right now because I threw a bunch away. I do have to go through this tote, this blue tote here. It has some like tools in it, but also there's like something leaked. Look at all that water down there. I don't know if it was this. It may have been this antifreeze actually. Yeah, I think that's a hole right there. I don't know if, well, that's a bummer. I was looking for the sponge. But as you see, I also have a bunch of like yard tools and stuff over here that I want to move to the other side because I want to make that side of the garage nothing but like yard work, like materials and things. I also do have like a bunch of detailing stuff over there that I want to move around. And then, then you start encroaching on the automotive end of things with that toolbox. And I do have an engine lift that I bought for my 944 project, and I never even removed the engine from that. The ambition was crazy. Anyway, and then I just have a storage rack that has more car parts on it, a kayak, some studio lights that I don't even use, and then we're back over here. One of the main things I do want to work on right now, I'm pretty sure on video it's not really showing this, but it's pretty dark in this garage. And the only lights I have are these really cheap lights right here. I don't know where I got them from. The garage light. And then that really cheap light over there, as you can see, it's not really existing anymore. I'm hoping to change that because I do have some lights here I got off Amazon that I'm going to install. So I think that's the first order of business that I'm going to take care of. And then I think what's going to happen, get all of this organized in a place where I'm confident enough to figure out where to find things so I can actually start working on this. And we can actually have like a game plan ready for what is actually going to happen to this vehicle. So I think that's how I'm going to start. So first, I'm going to open up these lights and see what they're about. I have a knife. We're going to open these lights. So I think I only paid like $40 for these lights. It's 4 like LED tube lights. I'll put in the description below, I will put a link to them. It is an affiliate link, so if you do purchase these, I do get a kickback from it. So I appreciate that if you decide to use them. But before you do that, let's see how they work, how good they are. They have decent reviews. There were some reviews that did state that after a while, will start like flickering, but I'm hoping that may be just a defect in some of them. Cause I need light in this garage, because right now we're suffering with that. So let's see. So they really shove these things in. So here we are. They don't really have a cover or anything. All right, so here we are. They look like this. And you can connect them together, by the way. So at the end here, you see that there's another plug-in. So you can actually connect them all together. I don't know if an electrician would recommend this or anyone, but this is what I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm doing. I bought these things right here, if I can get them out. Since I have 2 light sockets up there, I just bought these that will screw into the light socket, and I'll plug them in. So that way I don't have to fight for the one outlet that I have in the ceiling for the garage door, which is right there. So we'll see how these work. So there are instructions. It looks like you can either hang these from a chain, or you can just put a screw in, and they actually have like where you can slot in the screw. So that's cool, you have options. I think I might actually hang these from a chain. I'm really bad at things like this. And like, I just want to keep repeating that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm truly bad at like doing things. I'm not good. I can follow instructions though. So there are instructions. Like I said, you can, there's like chains that they can hang from, or you could do the thing, and then this is how you connect them. So I gotta get a ladder. I gotta figure out where I want to put them actually. Let me go figure that out. So in order to actually get to where I need to do this, I have to move the BMW. So this battery was dead for like a long time, and I charged it, and I really hope that the charge has stayed. So we're gonna see if this thing actually starts. That's a good sign. The door's unlocked electronically. Will she start? Will she start? She starts. I gotta be quick though, because it looks like it's about to rain outside, and I can't put the top up. I have to do it manually, and that's just a pain. It's free. I do think it's about to rain though, so I gotta hurry. I could put it in the center of the garage. I really want to drive this car. I love this little thing. Anyway, the BMW is leaking a little bit of oil. Also, I do not know how I feel about this grill. That's kind of tacky, doesn't it? Yes, I'm the one who put that up there. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to test these things out right here. So let's put you in here and see what happens. Let's see how bright these lights are. Ooh, I don't do well with heights. I'm not going up that high. Let's see. Whoa. Oh wow, these are really bright. Oh, this is gonna be great. I just gotta figure out where I want to put it. And then as soon as I get the light switch on, it works. Where do we want this? Huh. That is the question. Can we put it like right here? Will it reach that far? I think we can do that. Oh, this is a flattering angle. Maybe we don't use the chain. Maybe we just use the screws. Okay, let's try that. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the screws, and we're just gonna not use the chains, because I just don't think I want them dangling. But I measured, it's like almost 43.5 between the two holes. That's how I measure things, to see if they line up. But I gotta figure out. I don't want you to see how crazy this is. How stupid I look. Okay, moment of truth. I put the screws up there. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna unplug it, because I want to try to run the cord through the rafters, so the cord's just not dangling. Who knows if that will work the way I'm envisioning it. But here's the other screw. No way I measured that right. Look at that. You can kind of see it. Hell yeah. Now I gotta do something with this cord. All right, I want this cord to go over here. Oh, I think I got a splinter through the glove. Oh no. Man, that's some shit. Well, you win some, you lose some. And in this case, I lost that one. It'll work. I just can't put it above the rafters like I want it, which is a bummer. So let me fix that. At least I can do one rafter. Can I? Nope, doesn't look like it. This has gotta look dumb as shit. So I think what I'm gonna have to do now, hell yeah, I'm gonna have to clip the wire, because I don't like it like that. I'm gonna have to clip the wire to the rafters, I think. Or what, I have an idea. You can call me silly, but I have this. Is it dumb to plug this into a socket outlet thing? Probably. Yeah. Get back over there. Cool. Let's put this baby right in there. And then, oh, it would work, but it's not. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. Will this work? Need a better ladder. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? If you don't look up, it's not that bad. I mean, I gotta say, the lighting, it's already so much better. Duh. But I'm gonna put the rest up, and we're gonna see how this goes. That wasn't that bad, but it's hot. I got that one up. You would think that I wouldn't be this out of breath or sweating this much from this, but look at them. Now, I did have to put this one a little bit closer to the outlet, but I was able to get it above the rafters. Kind of like what I wanted to do with this one, but whatever. Now I gotta figure out the placement of the ones that need to go further back. Obviously, they probably need to go where the door is, so I have to put the door down, but just getting them to reach, that's gonna be the interesting part. And I feel like I need another like dual outlet on this one, just kind of like I did over here. I think I might leave those for another day and start working on just cleaning up my space over there a little bit, because this is stressful, like all this stuff. Well, now it's raining. You gotta love that North Carolina weather. The other lights, I'm gonna worry about putting those up another time, because I want to focus on this chaos. So if anyone does have any advice on exactly how to organize my tools, I'd greatly appreciate it, because I don't know how much I'm gonna accomplish in this video, or at the end, if I do accomplish something and you want to correct me or tell me something that is correct, please do. I am cool with criticism. But I think what I'm gonna do for now is just separate all the different types of tools and put them like in piles. But first I gotta clear off this workbench right here so we can do that. And that's what I did. I cleared it off. And I screwed my board here to this wall. And I organized my chargers. That's one step. Now I gotta figure out how to do all this. I just moved everything to the other workbench. I'm gonna get to emptying this stuff out. But before I do, actually, I have something. I bought some things. I shouldn't have, but I did. So I bought this open box ratchet set. All this stuff came from Harbor Freight. I just kind of fell into a Harbor Freight and started buying things. But I bought this Pittsburgh 51-piece socket set for $16 because I'm always losing them. And then I also got these screwdrivers. It's a 70-piece set because I need more screwdrivers. No, I don't, but yeah, I did. And then I bought this mini toolbox. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I thought it looked cool, so I bought that. I bought a bunch of like organizers for my sockets that hopefully I'll use in my toolbox. I bought 2 different sizes of those. I bought some little picks because I just thought that these came in handy and they're nice to have. I also bought some wrenches. I've always wanted some that, you know, have the little rotating things at the end. So I bought those. And then just some funnels. Because I was doing something where I needed a funnel and I only had 1 funnel and I wanted more sizes. So I got more funnels. So that was my little haul from Harbor Freight. And along with all the other crap I have, now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all this stuff. Okay, I just opened the little toolbox and I gotta say, this little thing is cool. It's got a little mat here. Each little drawer has a mat. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but you know, you could use this little toolbox for like a kid, like if he's like really into like tools or something, like getting like a kid's first like toolbox that's not like your normal hand one. And then you could put little tools in here for them, you know, if you want like your child to have tools, if that's what they're into. You know, it came from Harbor Freight, so it wasn't that expensive. It's actually on sale when I got it. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I just wanted to share that. Okay, so I've been going through both the toolboxes here, and maybe I didn't need any more screwdrivers. I was going through my grandfather's toolbox that I'd never really gone through, and there was a lot of stuff in here. Also, I found like these like spikes. Like, look at this one. What are those for? There's some other stuff in here that, you know, a bunch of like files and stuff. Regardless, I have a lot more work than I thought I was going to. So I kind of made piles. They're very unorganized piles. You know, I got all the screwdrivers over here with the Allen wrenches, box cutters, bits, drill bits. I got pliers, crimpers. This one hasn't even been opened, but it's old. Tons of wrenches, and then all the sockets and ratchets over here. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I might need some more space. And I gotta go through this too. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow and pick up where I left off. It's a brand new day, and I'm gonna try to get this section over here cleaned up. And I've already started some. I'm already started with all of my sockets and ratchets. And to be honest, I was trying to organize them and get them with like metric and imperial. And then I was just like, you know what? I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about like when you're supposed to use what. I know like a lot of European cars, like my BMW, use metric. And then there was like different patterns. So I was thinking maybe I need to learn a little bit about my tools if I'm going to use them. So with that being said, let's go to the table. So welcome to the table. You may have seen this setup in my previous video. I think we're going to call this the learning table. This is where I learn. I did some research, and here's what I learned about the different socket types. You've probably seen sockets labeled metric and SAE. Metric uses millimeters, as you see here, which is the standard in most of the world, especially on newer cars. And then you have SAE, which stands for Society of Automotive Engineers, which uses inches or fractions. You'll find it more on older American-made stuff. Also, you'll notice that these two sockets have the same pattern, which is called a hex or a 6-point pattern. And then the star-shaped ones are Torx, designed to handle more torque without slipping. Car makers love them because they're secure and less likely for your tool to cam out, which is just fancy talk for slipping and chewing up your bolt. I hope those explanations helped you, because they did help me, and now I know. Now I have a little bit more of understanding of what the different types of sockets are. All right, now we can get back to actually trying to finish organizing this shop. Thanks for learning with me for a second, but I did happen to get all of my sockets and things organized right here in this toolbox. I do have a lot more sockets and ratchets, but all the excess tools that either aren't that good of quality or are old, I am putting them in a toolbox. And all the broken ones are being thrown away, of course. And I think maybe at some point I'll donate some of these tools, because I have a lot of duplicates of everything. I know I'll probably eat my words for that if I ever do donate them, and then I'm like, oh, I need one of those. You know, they could go to a better place. Someone who maybe needs tools that can't afford them. Back to figuring all this other stuff out. Whew. I think I'm done for today. I would like to show you what I have done to my space over there. I haven't accomplished everything I want to do with the garage. I still have some things on this wall that need to go to this wall and vice versa. And I think I need some more storage and things to store all of my car detailing things that are over there. And I got to figure out what I'm doing literally with all of this stuff here. I have a lot more to do, but I did get my workspace cleared up enough to be able to actually work here. And I have my tools organized enough, I should be able to find what I need. So here it is. The space is totally cleared off. I have actual workspace now. I have my tools organized in a way that I've never had them before, believe it or not. I know this isn't the most organized, but this is what I'm working with. I also organized my toolbox. I made sure everything was in here nice and neat. And like I showed you before, got all my sockets here, the ones I have. I'm missing a lot of metric sockets. I definitely need to get more of those. I think the way I have it now will be enough to actually start work on my BMW. I'm terrified to work on this car. And I'll go more into that in the video where I do start to kind of look at the list of things that need to be done. And that will be coming in the future. So the garage, improving it will be something that happens over time. However, I appreciate you watching the journey of me getting it at least straight enough so I can work on my car or anything that I pull into this garage. In some upcoming videos, I'd like to show you some of the other vehicles that I have. What I think of them, you know, show you my daily driver and what type of projects might come from there. Also, I have some other things planned that I think will be pretty cool. So if you are a subscriber, please hit that notification bell so that way you get notified every time a video drops. If you're not, please subscribe. Subscribe for updates, follow me on the journey of like learning what I don't know when it comes to automotive, or honestly life in general. I guess you could say that. So please like, please subscribe. And yeah, just keep learning what you don't know. It's hot. It's real hot.